Hello everyone, welcome to our channel once again. Please leave a like on this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates, and also leave a comment to express your thoughts on this. The Commissioner of Police, Federal Capital Territory Command, Sadiq Abubakar, has recommended the dismissal of a police officer, Inspector Musa Audu, who will be facing an orderly rule trial for handing over his rifle to the Presiding Pastor, House on the Rock, Abuja Chapter, Uche Aigbe. Reports gathered that the CP Abubakar made his recommendation to the Inspector General of Police Usman Baba. The Intelligence Response Team Force Intelligence Bureau, Gaki, Abuja, has also detained Inspector Audu and Pastor Aigbe, according to reports. Recall that Aigbe has caused a stir on Sunday when he mounted the pulpit carrying an AK-47 rifle during the second service, which frequently has a high turnout of the congregation who come from different parts of the FCT. The clergyman had boldly walked the pulpit while carrying a gun, and many members of his congregation wondered about the reason for his actions. An unflinching Aigbe walked up to the lectern, aware of the tension his action had created, without looking at his worshippers. But as he made attempt to open his Bible, the preacher looked up and said teasingly, "Some people are looking for my trouble, and I came here prepared."
Wow. Problem everywhere. Pastor appearing on the altar carrying AK-47. I don't know the illustration he's trying to give that makes him to appear in the altar on Sunday morning where crowds, both adult and children, are gathered with AK-47. Well, the security agency, the police, has arrested him and the police officer, Musa Audu, who gave him the rifle. Musa Audu have to be a police officer who is assigned to guide the church. And I don't know what the pastor will have told him that make him willingly give his rifle to the pastor to to make his illustration in the altar. Because I want to believe that pastor hanging that AK-47 on his shoulder, climbing the pulpit, he did that for a reason. He wants I think he wants to make an illustration. That's why he came up with that idea and tried to make his illustration concerning that. But unfortunately, this illustration or whatever message he's trying to pass across to Nigerians has landed him in problem. And not only him, to the gentleman, the police inspector, Musa Audu, who innocently handed over his rifle to the pastor to do that illustration, has also been recommended for dismissal. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. The pastor and the inspector never see this coming. They never saw it coming. They never see this coming. So this is taking them by surprise. Honestly, this is taking them by surprise. And I want to believe that it's only a country without law that this kind of a thing, you see this kind of a thing. And the police officer who handed his rifle to this man also does not understand the gravity of the offense that he has committed. He doesn't know the value of what he's holding. He doesn't know, why he's holding that rifle. If he has understood the reason or know the reason why he's holding that rifle, he will not hand it over to the president, not even to the president, not to talk about just ordinary pastor, So this is the reason why we call for more orientation and training for Nigerian police. That is the honest truth. Because if this man has been trained well and he understands the power of the rifle in his hand, he wouldn't have done that in any way. No, because if you see a well-trained military personnel and police officers, where there is an upright in the city or there's a riot or issues, what they try to do first is to secure their rifle. Make sure that their rifle is secured. Make sure that they cannot dispose them of this rifle. But unfortunately, This man willingly handed over his rifle to a person, to a civilian. That is another thing. If he has handed it over to a military man who knows how to handle this rifle, to me it won't have been an issue. But handling it over to a civilian who has never been trained on how to manage live ammunition, who has never been trained on how to handle these things, it's a big one for me. It's a big one for me. He didn't ask this man, what do you want to use it for? What of if this man had wanted to commit suicide and this is the only way he wants to do it? So this police officer would have handed his own rifle to this man to kill himself. So the action that the police has taken, as far as I'm concerned, is a welcome development. It's a right action, because if they keep quiet, they act no. If no action is taken concerning this situation, I want to tell you that this kind of a thing will keep repeating itself. That is it. We see time without numbers. We see men of God coming out to in the altar with military uniform. Fine, to create an illustration, because they say we are the soldiers of the law, we are the armies of the law. Fine, they wear put on military uniform, come out there to preach and to teach and all that, to organize some warfare prayer and all that. But I think all these things should be put. There should be a check on all these kind of activities. There should be a serious check, because if the government has put a check on this kind of activities, stopping men of God from wearing military uniform on the altar and all that, maybe this wouldn't have happened. But this is the height of it all. This is the height of it all. The pastor has not come out to tell us the reason why he came up with this idea of borrowing the AK-47 of the police inspector to pose and to preach with in the altar. He has not explained to Nigerians. Maybe he has done that to the military, to the police, but to Nigerians he has not done that. But it's painful that this police officer is going to lose his job on this ground. He's going to lose his job on this ground. But I want to believe that the church will have to compensate him, because they led him to this. They will have to compensate him. I think this is a lesson, a big one for every police officer that is attached to a church or that is attached to a VIP. Your primary job is to go there and secure life and property, not to do ex services that we end you in trouble. Because what this police officer do was to please the pastor when he asked him for this. Normally, I believe that this officer wouldn't have done that, because he knows the gravity of what he has done. Well, this is just my take. I want Nigerians to feel free to comment. I want to feel free to comment. Let's know your take concerning this, and also subscribe to our channel for update on this and more. Thank you.